So what are we doing today?
We're playing Stone of Destiny!
In two players mode. This is Raz, he's my co-designer, and on this side, it's me, playing as a turtle. And let's start. Okay, look at my hand. That's a pretty decent card. That's a fantastic card as well. We are going to shuffle this.
I will not give any hints as to what my cards are.
I also don't want to give hints, so maybe I'll mute my microphone and just talk to the audience and not you about my cards and what my original plan is, and we'll see when I unmute. We'll talk about actually playing the game. So, do you think? But actually, no, I cannot. Yeah, that's a bit tricky.
Okay.
Wait, I can mute it in here.
Should probably mute in Zoom. Yes, okay. So, my game plan is to make him throw a bunch of cards with stuff like monsters they have here, and the behemoth which I have here. And I probably try and toss the Djinn, which swaps hands only at the end of the game when I need to finish with it, or if I'm in trouble. I have this Primordial here to protect me against, well, basically anything I want. Because as you can see, it has this symbol of 4 elements, which means it can be put on anything I want. And this symbol of the shield means it essentially counters an effect card such as the Djinn and the monsters, and even things that counter other things such as this adventure here, which will counter a card draw a creature of the earth type, such as this behemoth I have here. And in my hand I have the potential to make him draw 20 cards. Good thing he's not hearing any of this. Haha!
So, you can't hear me because I muted Zoom. Smart play. anyway, audience. So let's look at my original hand. Let's discuss it. So I got Primordial, also pretty good cards. They counter anything. Regardless of element, which makes them one of the strongest cards available in the game, in general. And we got the Stone of Destiny itself. It's pretty decent for sure. And this card allows me to control when the game is going to end. We got a basic relic, a basic landscape, another basic relic. They do nothing, but they might be able to allow me to segue into the Stone of Destiny. I wish they were in Raz's hand, it would be a lot easier. And I got an adventurer, which is a basic block, and elemental, which is almost as good as a primordial, it just only blocks things on the air element. So the game plan, as it sits now, is that we are going to attempt to preserve the primordial element. We are going to try and dispose of those. And if we get so lucky as to go into Earth, we are definitely going to do this unless Raz has an elemental, a card draw that messes up our hands. So let's unmute and let's be back. Okay, Raz, I think we are back.
You are back! I am also back. My battle plan is ready.
Did you discuss your hand?
I discussed it.
I hope it will look acceptable in the edit, but who knows? Anyway, so let's start, and we start by deciding who is the best. And who is the best?
Yeah, I am the greatest because I have this picture.
You know, I acknowledge that you are indeed the greatest because of this picture, and that means that I need all the help that I can get, which means I start.
Yes. Would you look at that?
And so we start. Here comes the landscape.
Certainly not the greatest move. Here is the greatest move. A monster, which allows me to tell you to draw 4 cards.
Well, you would think so. However, I have planned for this, and I will block your card draw.
Nice argument. Okay.
And sadly, I did not plan for what will happen after that, and so I will draw a card and play an adventure.
Haha.
And I can
You
do
did
it
not
because if
know.
the card that I draw is something that I can play, then I can instantly play it.
Yes. And doing that allowed me to play this adventurer. Different element,
Indeed.
but same
And
title.
so, just like we discussed, audience, in the very few seconds that we discussed this strategy, we are simply going to play the stone
Fuck.
and end the game.
Yeah, that... I did not expect this.
I expected this.
My hand is
That's-
very good.
That's a very nice hand. We discussed that our hand is not very great. We just have basic relics and a primordial. We discussed that the primordial is a very good card, and we are going to keep it and try to use the elemental and the primordial to maintain our lead. And then if we ever get so lucky as to go to Earth, we will instantly play the stone. And that's exactly what happened.
My plan was to put monsters and make you draw stuff. That did not work out.
And so at the end of this round, we can calculate that I have 14 plus 4, that's 18, that's 28 total.
And I have 25, 38, 48, 58.
And then I'll just take it back to my hand, because then we can automatically calculate it, because that's how cool the DS move is. So we're just going now.
Click the button, make me cry.
Yeah, I have 28, you have 58. That's exactly what we managed to calculate all on our own. And
I know math! Sort of.
Okay, so this time the battle plan is going to be a little bit more easy to comprehend, because we have already discussed something. So this and this very important. This also very important. That you have seen a good card, and then. This is an interesting thing.
As you can see, this is.
I am on mute because there's something that I need to go over. It will be a very short mute this time.
Okay, so I'll mute too. Okay. Different hand, similar plan. Behemoths will make him draw 6 cards each. Very good. A Jin will allow him to swap hands, assuming it's not going to murder me for Stone of Destiny again. This elemental here can protect me from anything of the fire element and other elementals. As you can see, it has the shield, which, if you look at the references, negates any card. But this one is not a primordial, it does not have the play on any element. And other than this, I have this landscape here. Blank means it doesn't do anything. It's just a card that you can toss, which also has uses for that. It's a simple toss card. Battle Mage, as you can see here, it negates both hand swapping and negate card draws. Card draws being these big guys, the summons. Maybe it's the adventure here. Only card draws.
And I wanted to discuss Djinns now. Djinns are both a very, very powerful card and a very, very weak card. It really depends on what your hand situation is. And our hand is just almost perfectly sculpted. We got the elemental and the primordial again. We got the stone again. It's a real massacre almost. However, those two, if we ever play them and he does not counter, he gets our hand, which is extremely well sculpted. And so we are going to try and not use them. We are going to suffer the 20 points if needs be. And if at any point he managed to force us to draw many cards and ruin the hand, then those can be used as an emergency. But as of right now, I don't think we want to use them. I think we are just going to take the penalty of those points, and once again try to greedily get to Elf as fast as we can, and see how it goes. And I'm gonna and here I am back. And
I am back.
Okay, you're back. I am back, and you start because I started last time. So that's something.
Yep, and I am in the behind. I need the help.
You are behind, and now you're playing a landscape, and well,
My
I have to
master
punish
plan.
this by playing a monster. The TTS is
My
messing
master
around.
plan has been foiled immediately. I will draw 4 cards.
And so it was 4
God.
cards, and as we
Ah.
discussed, it's your turn first.
Yes, and this card draw allows me to continue my master plan in a different way. Draw cards!
That's a fantastic plan that I am going to consider a little bit, because we can consider doing that. However, I think that if we do that, we might be in a bit of trouble. It's kind of the only thing that keeps us afloat, so I'm going to draw the cards.
Aha!
Okay, we have things. So this was interesting, the draw, and this is also an interesting draw. It's actually a very interesting draw, actually, because now we can do this.
Sure, it's not
And
as
then we have those as
interesting as
backup.
what I have.
And we have this, and that's I don't know how greedy we should be here, but I think we want to be a little bit greedy, just a tiny bit. So let's go ahead and play a battle match.
Haha! In which case, I will play this creature.
That
Draw more cards.
that I did not consider. I did not consider that at all, actually. Let's draw cards. Let's actually draw cards.
Haha!
Oh, that works for me. That works for me. How about you draw cards?
How about I say nay?
How about you say nay? That's an interesting question. He says nay. You know what? I will accept your nay.
Then you better accept my may you draw some more cards.
I see your draw more cards, and I raise you a no thank you.
Yep.
Okay, since that works, I'm gonna raise you a maybe you take many cards instead.
Haha!
Aha!
Haha!
Aha!
I ran out of hahas.
Good.
Well-
Our game plan worked a little bit. Now we just really need to be able to do this. Really need to be able to do this. So let's see
Change
what
of
this happens.
plans. Take more cards. Same plan actually. Different color.
That's a change of plan, and we kind of have to do that. Oh wait, I drew 4. I should not draw 4. Those
Yes.
are the last 2.
He's
So
a creature.
I'm just gonna go ahead and put them back in here and shuffle. Shuffle. So we only needed to draw 2. That's a creature, not a monster. My bad.
Yes.
Now we have this, which is very interesting indeed. I accidentally showed him. Let's hope he did not notice what it is. Otherwise, there's really we can't play anything right now, which is kind of bad. So I'm just gonna go another card, and we can't play that either. So cool. We are severely
That
lacking in the water department.
leaves you right open to my master plan.
What is your master plan?
Different color, please.
Oh, that master plan I can follow. Would you like to skip your turn?
Yes. I would want nothing
Would
more.
you like to skip another turn?
Yes!
How greedy are we now? Should we do this or that? I think we should. He has 8 cards. He has 8 cards. I really want to put this down as well, but I feel that if we do that, he's gonna force us to draw more cards. So it's dead.
No! Why do you have it again?
I had it from the very start.
Yeah!
I have the Elf Primordial in my hand as well right now, and I was really considering putting it down, just because it's 10 points. I started with 2 Djinns, the water one and the fire one, and I drew a third one, the air one. I didn't want to play any of them.
Yeah, dang it. See, when we started this game, I said, okay, same plan, make him draw cards, hope he doesn't have the Stone of Destiny. And what do you know? You have the Stone of Destiny. Again.
That's a oh yeah, you had a monster. You could totally foil my plan.
Behold.
And an Elf Elemental for by Primordial, and it's gonna be. Yeah, I'm glad that I played this. That's I made the correct choices.
You did, and it makes me sad.
Look at all my Djinns.
Look at my one Djinn. I have a Djinn. Just one.
I have 3 of them. It's absurd.
He's a bit crazy.
Yeah, well,
Like
pick
you steal
something
one.
else.
You steal
I
one.
did, because this is one strong card.
Yes. Game is named
Yes.
after it for a reason.
Now we are going to click the red button. We have another goal.
Oh
Oh,
god!
notice that we are on 134 out of the threshold of 200. And we are on currently on 89. So let's discuss our hands one more time.
I'm being slaughtered. Okay, so new plan. I have things to make him draw cards again. I have this in here, which is skip a turn. This could combo well. I have these crossroads. They, like in the last game, they make you change the current element, or rather, you choose an opponent to change the current element to a color of their choosing. But in this case, 2 players, so just my one opponent. And they also have this ability to be played on anything. So if I can make it so I have only these 2 by the end of the game, or close to the end of the game, I would be able to just slap them on without much worry as to what is on the actual board, which could allow me to win. And without the stone. And if I win like that, I get 0 points. And he will get, hopefully, more. Hopefully like, I don't know, like 60 points-ish. So we can close this gap.
So, we got, again, 1 elemental, 1 primordial. That's great. We are going to hopefully we are hopefully going to do the same thing again. However, this time we don't have the stone, which means we don't actually control the flow of the game right now. So instead we're going to rely on those battle mages, hopefully as much as we can, in order to avoid a draw 4 and draw 6s. If he plays a draw 2, we just kind of ignore it. Now we start and we have a very interesting choice here, because it's on air, so we can only play the battle mage or the elemental. It's sometimes it's usually a mistake to play the elemental just right off the bat, even if we didn't have the battle mage. I wonder if we should even play the battle mage. I think not, actually. I think we should draw. I think we should try to find the stone, or try to find ways to make him draw cards, because currently this hand is not interactive, it's very lightly defensive, and we don't have a way to finish the game. And if he has the stone and card draws, I don't know how we get out of here. So let's go back. And I'm back.
And we're back!
Okay. So I start the game, and I start with the awkward draw 1. And I cannot play that, and it's your turn.
Okay, it's already going better.
Certainly going better
Don't
for you.
have the stone.
Well, it just so happens
Oh god.
that I don't. I'm
Oh.
gonna draw another card. And I can't play this one either. So it's your turn.
Well, in which case, how about you draw some cards?
Well, I don't draw some cards. Did you consider that?
Yeah, I think that's correct.
Okay, so we don't want to stay on air, and I know what I said about this one, but I think we need to get out of here. And so let's do that.
So how about you skip a turn?
No, I will skip a turn, I don't mind.
How about you take some cards then, if you don't mind skipping turns?
I think that we are going to have to draw 6.
Okay,
That's fine.
It's not going
That's fine.
terribly.
It's not like you're only on 3 cards or anything. Oh, that's not going very well. I'm really afraid of a stone here. And we don't have that. And we are in a bit of a problem.
All according to plan.
I think I have to play just this. It is a landscape.
That is indeed a landscape.
That is a landscape.
You know what else is a landscape?
What else is a landscape?
Not this card. Different color, please.
Oh, we moved to another color. That's fantastic. You know why it's fantastic?
Because you don't
I
have... Oh no.
allow
No!
us change hands, which
Well-
was not the plan. And now we need to remember that we had 2 primordials. It's the earth one and the fire one, and we had the air elemental, and we really need to remember this because he's going to use them. So it's earth and fire primordial, and then the air elemental, and let's go grab the hands from here.
I need to just remember the 2
Here
cards
is
I have.
very nice pile right here. Oh, you had the crossroad and the buster, both water as well.
Yes, it's
Right.
almost as though I had a very good hand before
Almost.
someone here gave me a hand that is not good.
Your sign is not good, but it has plenty of primordials and elementals, and having 2 cards in our hand is pretty decent. Pretty decent.
Okay, now I am doing terribly.
I don't think I can win with those 2 cards.
Very terribly. But
Yes.
I have a combo here. Skip your turn, please. And I know you can't do
Yes.
anything. Skip your turn again. And now
Yes.
we escaped
And now I master.
the Waterland. And yes,
And the
now
monster comes.
the monster.
We don't have much of a choice. We are taking this. So
Whew.
we know that he has the fire one and the earth one, but we are going to try this anyway. Here's a monster for you.
Battle Mage.
Right. Also had a battle mage there.
Aha!
I did not consider that. Well, okay.
And now that that is done, a landscape.
Oh, come on. Okay, so a landscape, and we know about the other issues. I guess we are just going to play a landscape and best the turn.
Which means I will play this Battle Mage.
Which means I will play this behemoth.
Which
means a
force
counter
me
comes.
to put this.
Yes, and it's your turn.
And in my turn, I will say, let's move to a different color, please.
And I will happily choose air.
And I will happily
And
choose
attempt to-
Nay.
Yes, you have made. It is your turn now. He has the fire and Primordials, we know about the
And
fire.
having Nade, I will need to draw a card.
And now we can simply play a wizard. Is it a lizard? It might be.
Wizard! Don't
And
tell me
then,
wizard. No?
even though he can absolutely counter this with his Primordial, it matters very little.
Ah, I forgot the crossroads! No!
Yes, the crossroads win! And your Primordial and whatever the other card is. Oh, it's an Elemental. Nice hand.
That's 20 more points for me. Boy, you
0.
wouldn't think I was one of the people who created this game. Apparently, I suck at this.
Somehow I lose to everyone, but I beat you, and you beat everyone, but lose. And that's fantastic. good
Such
thing.
is the order of things for some reason.
I'm gonna go ahead and click the red button, give you 20 more points, give me 0 points. And let's go ahead and mute and discuss the new battle plans.
Okay, this time I'm gonna try and do something weird. In one of the games that we played, one of the players used a strategy that is strange but works pretty well. And this in 2 players. The strategy is you fill your hands with cards, and then once your hands are nice and full of horrible garbage, you use a djinn to trade. And I have these primordials here that will help me counter counters. So the plan is play very poorly, but not so poorly that the plan becomes obvious. So we need to play something every now and again and pretend that I'm just having a terrible time. But I'm not. I'm having a plan.
Okay, so we got a Primordial again, we got an Elemental again, we got a Zoom message again. I know I'm muted, get out of your Zoom. We got 2 genies, very early genies. 2 creatures in the battle mage. Now, we don't have a stone here, and we have a Primordial and Elemental, and ideally I want to play a Djinn, a very early Djinn. Maybe have it countered, maybe fight over it with my counters, and then have him get a hand that has literally nothing left, just the creatures, no Primordial, preferably not an Elemental, if possible not even the other Djinn. Just see if we can push that through, and then we can start the actual game, because we really don't have a long-term plan here. And we are back.
We're back! Haha!
I hope you can establish a catch-up plan, because I'm on 89 and you are on 154.
I do. I have a plan.
Okay, let's see
And
the
this
plan.
plan is skip a turn.
Oh, you want me to skip a turn? That's acceptable, I will skip a turn.
Then now we draw a card. Aha!
Oh, that actually foils my plan. I'm not so sure. No, I'm not so sure. You know what? I don't think I really have a choice. Go ahead and trade some hands.
Well, this did not go as I expected it to go.
That went a lot less good as I expected it to go, because I am passing a Primordial over. I really thought that I'm going to... you have Primordials!
I do,
Why won't you counter it?
because I also have 2 genes,
Because
which now you do.
But I have 1 gene, so you have 1 gene, but you know.
And you also have Primordial, but now your
Wow,
hand is more of a mess than my hand, which allows me to...
Sure is.
Wait.
Yes!
If I do that,
it does not actually allow you to play this one.
you will not... You will accept the trade offer and it will be weird.
I will accept the trade offer. It's actually...
In which
Your hand is
case,
not bad.
take cards instead.
What? Taking cards. He has one, but he has the correct elemental for this. That's kind of annoying. But our plan is to play those anyway. So I'm just gonna go ahead and draw some cards. No problem.
Oh,
And you know, creatures are very difficult. I don't know if we can possibly play anything. So I'm just gonna work out. Yeah.
I'm starting to see a sneaky plan here.
What plan? I don't know what plan. I have no plan.
Well, might as well.
Oh no! A creature! Well, then we are going to counter that.
Sure.
And we are going to attempt a hand swap.
And I am going to say nay.
Oh no, how is this possible? Almost as if I predicted this. Let's go ahead and play this Primordial.
And now we should have another Primordial there and another Djinn. Now I can do this and then counter that. So then it will need to be countered again. And then we will need to swap. Then this will be only this, which potentially does work. So
Does it
yes,
work?
potentially it works.
It potentially works. I can do this, and then we swap, and then I have that, and you have this, and you have literally nothing but that. I don't know that it works. Let's go ahead.
Then we swap. Whoop.
What's the plan?
Well, I'm going to see the cards again before I see if the plan actually plans. It might not plan.
I just don't want to go to air. I think that's
It
the only thing that I
does
need to
plan. Well, it's my turn now.
is
Because
your
we
turn.
just did the thing.
Yeah,
Which
but
means
can you move to air?
let's
No.
escape fire, the only thing you have.
I know, but I think that we're going to go to Earth. And let's see if we get an Earth card. We don't.
And I have this elf card, which you do not
And
have.
I have this watery card.
And then I have this air card, and we're on air.
Oh no. We are on air, and I cannot stop this. Let's see. No, I cannot stop this.
Which means let's trade again.
And now I'm gonna have this Djinn, Battle Mage, and Landscape, most of which is fire. And it's my turn, but I cannot play on this. I don't think this is going very well. I guess I'm gonna draw a card. Oh no! That's not the card I wanted to see. It's your turn.
Oh, and now, okay, so if I do this, trade again, then you can do that thing, and then I can do that thing, then again this thing, and that will not be good for me actually, or maybe it will. Maybe it won't.
Or would it?
Yeah, I think I will just
Would
draw a
it?
card.
Ah, you scaredy cat. I will draw a card as well.
I will draw a card as well.
I will draw a card as well. Aha! I got a monster for you.
I will draw 4 cards. as well.
Possibly a bad idea on my part.
And then you will draw 6 cards, please.
Well, I guess I will. Oh, that's very different.
Crisis resumed.
Well, I guess we are back to basically the start. There isn't really any point to thinking about your fire gene. Well, actually, don't. Yeah, you do it, but you didn't want to use it. I guess I'm gonna landscape.
Which will allow me,
Nothing
in
else.
turn, to do landscape.
And now, because you're at 154 and I'm on 89,
You have the stone.
you have the stone.
Why do you always have the stone?
You could have taken it away if you just used the gin.
Ah! I should have used the gin.
You could have used it because that's what I do. That's what I do. And I said I didn't want to say that because I thought you were going to swap and you didn't.
Because I knew that you have a fire creature, so we can swap, and then I have a fire creature, put the fire creature, but then you have the battle mage to block the creature, and then I was
Yes.
stuck with a landscape, apparently, and the stone.
Yeah, and so you shouldn't have played the creature, and then you would have resolved the whole thing. And you would stone, and maybe it would actually change
This
your
was
mind.
a mistake. Well, the plan this time, which I did not follow through at all, was
Yeah.
to use the game plan of that person you played with that
Oh, and
took a
go-
bunch of cards and then use a gin and then swap. But then you had a bunch
That-
of gin nonsense.
So my plan when I saw the two gins and a bad hand was to swap, hopefully make you counter my primordials and counter them back, and then leave you with a hand that has nothing. And I was also hoping to use both gins. I actually mentioned all of this. It kind of actually happened. So
But a game is up to 200, as you can see here. I have more than enough to go over the 200.
Yeah. Let's just click on the red and let's see how many points each have. Because even if you cross 200, maybe I crossed 200 as well, and I actually somehow lost. Even though that seems very unlikely,
But let's click.
especially since you can see my cards. But let's calculate, and you are on 219, and I am on 160, and that makes me the winner.
Yep. By
I win.
a fairly wide margin, actually. 60 points. Oh boy.
That's pretty big for this game. That's pretty big. But I'm actually kind of amazed. You didn't win a single round, did you?
No. My plans were not amazing.
You know what's really
Apparently.
interesting? It's like you didn't win a single round, and yet somehow the gap is only 59.
I didn't suck that badly. I just didn't win.
Yeah. You had pretty much the same amount of cards as I did, and I mostly won because of the stone, and I had just barely less points than you every time, including when I didn't have any cards, and you just had 20. Still, 59 is not as big of a difference as you could sometimes see when you lose like that.
It wasn't
still
a complete
destruction. Even though it kind of did look like that.
It was an ass beating, not a murder.
Yes.
But
that's the end of the playthrough.
Yep.
Somehow that's very one-sidedly. Hope you liked it. That's it. Any last words?
The Play Store of Destiny coming soon, and also already available on TTS.
coming soon and also already available.
Yes, play it!
Okay. Amazing conclusion. Okay, see ya.